If you've been wanting to make a very quick and easy pasta dish, then today I'm going to show you one that I make in my own home. Welcome to my channel, guys. My name is James. Today I'm going to be showing you a very easy and simple and more of a gourmet type pasta that you can make in your own home. It's super easy. It may not be as healthy because it has a lot of cream, but it is a very tasty dish and one that you should be able to make in under 20 or 30 minutes. It only takes me about 15 minutes to make. And it, like I said, is a very easy dish that you can do in your own home. Before we get going, be sure to like the video down below and to subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. For the list of ingredients, I'm going to be using about 3 or 4 shallots. If you don't have shallots, you can substitute for at least 1 medium onion. I'm going to be using about 100 grams of mushrooms. Again, if you want to add a little more, you can. About 50 or 60 grams of ham, and normally I use prosciutto, but today I'm going to substitute it for Jamon, Serrano, because I don't have prosciutto. I'm also going to be using about 200 milliliters of crème fraîche. Now, if you don't have crème fraîche, you can substitute it for heavy cream, or you can do half and half if you want to as well, because crème fraîche tends to be a little expensive. I know, because I've used it quite a bit. And I'm going to be using spaghetti today, as well as a sprig of thyme. If you have fresh thyme, it's even better because it adds more flavor, and if you don't want to use thyme, you can add rosemary. It also adds a nice flavor to the sauce. And again, if you don't want to use ham, you can put chicken in. Before we start cutting any of the vegetables, I'm going to get a pot of water on and bring that up to a boil, because when you're in the kitchen, it's good to organize yourself. We have to multitask a lot. That way we're able to make a lot of things in a short amount of time. And a clove of garlic. I forgot to mention it, and I have a lot on my mind today, but I normally put it in this dish. For the shallots, I'm going to cut them in brunoise, very, very small, so you don't notice them in the food. You just cut the top off. You can cut them in half. You have to peel them. And then after you have them peeled, they're quite small, so you have to be careful. You want to take the 3 fingers in front with your thumb behind, grab them just on the tips of your fingers. You're going to take the knife just like this, and you're going to make small incisions. You cut them very, very skinny, very small. That way, when you cut, and you're going to cut again sideways, that way when you cut, you save time again by cutting them only once. And you want them about this size or smaller. Now for the Jamon Serrano or the prosciutto or whatever you have, you can take the fat off if you want to. I like to, because I don't want too much fat in my food. And if you don't want to, it's perfectly fine. You can just throw it away. And then for this, you can just rough cut this. It doesn't have to be very nice. We're going to cook with half of this. I'm going to add this to the end, and then I'll show you at the end how I'm going to plate it. When the water comes up to a boil, you're going to add the pasta. Try not to break it, because at the end I'm going to show you how to plate it to give you an idea if you want to try. Like I said, but we're going to saute the shallots. Put a bit of oil in the pan, not too hot, saute. You just want them clear. You don't want to burn them and brown them. We're going to add the mushrooms, and if you want, you can add a bit of white wine at this stage and reduce the wine. You're going to get it to a when you get it to a reduced consistency, it's going to be a little sticky. And at this point, you can add the ham that you want to add, or the meat that you want to, and then you can add the cream at the final stage. And don't add too much salt to it, because the more ham and if you're adding Parmesan to it, it's going to make it naturally salty, so you don't want to add too much. So now I'm going to show you the bonus round. Careful when the pasta is a little hot. You can take a bit with your hand I'm gonna take about 50 grams or so. I'm gonna take it just like this in your hand. If you have a pair of tweezers, you can take it like this. You're going to put it between the tweezers, spread it out just a little bit, hold it in the palm of your hand like this, and then rotate. You can rotate towards you. I rotate towards me because it's easier. You can put the sauce under it or over it if you would like. It doesn't really matter. It's your own preference. Just an idea. Something that you can make for dinner. Something quick and easy. So guys, I hope you liked the video. When you add the cream, remember to keep an eye on it and not to burn it, and you have to continuously move it. Otherwise it's going to overflow and you can have a fire in the kitchen, which is, trust me, it's not very pleasant. Anyway, be sure to like the video down below, to subscribe for my channel, and stay tuned for more videos and recipes, and I'll see you again soon.